Merry, merry, and happy, happy. Or is it? Hey friends, and welcome back to Veggie Magnifique, your go-to for holistic wellness and healthy vegan lifestyle. I'm your host, Anne. Hello, I'm a health coach, performer, and born on Christmas lover. I love Christmas, absolutely love Christmas, but that doesn't mean that I can't admit that it can be a bit tricky to stay calm and well and happy and maintain some modicum of like personal homeostasis during this time of year. Especially this year. I feel like this whole year, anytime I made a video about holistic wellness, it was always like, especially this year. Yeah. So today's video is not going to be filled with ordinary tips for the most part. There will be some a bit more unorthodox and going a little bit deeper to inspire true profound wellness amid the weirdness. And also, since many people pack on between 7 to 10 pounds during the holiday season, if we can avoid this, that would be a total win and excellent for our morale. And just really quick, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, now would be an excellent time to click the red button. We are almost to 6,000 subscribers on Veggie Magnifique TV, which warms my heart. And of course will be the ultimate Christmas gift. We're close, we're very, very close. By the time this video comes out, maybe we will have hit it. I'm not really sure, fingers crossed. Of course, if you'd like to share this channel with a friend or relative or someone who would enjoy this content, I would be so grateful. So let's get to my top tips for staying healthy and being healthy this holiday season. So my first tip is calculated and planned exercise. So you guys already know that exercise is excellent for health, well-being, and of course your mood. Of course, you guys know this. So let's talk about how to get it in and make it the most effective. So first off, I highly recommend taking walks after meals. I find it incredibly good for digestion, as well as it like gets your body moving, it gets your digestive tract moving. Definitely try it. Another tip is to plan your exercise in advance, right? So schedule a walk with your mom, or make sure that you don't schedule things during the time when you would ordinarily do your morning yoga class on YouTube. Make it a priority, schedule it in. And as you guys are well aware, when it comes to holidays and mitigating the rich food that is, surrounding you, exercise really helps with this. Hello, happy endorphins. My next tip is vitamin D, sunshine, fresh air. I'm just clumping it all together. So on the note of taking walks, right, out in the fresh air and sunshine, you are hopefully getting some sunshine and some vitamin D. Vitamin D is of course very important for your immune system. So if you live in a climate where it's just not happening, you're not gonna get sunshine if you go out on a walk, then well, I highly recommend that you take a vitamin D supplement. I love Global Healing Center's vegan vitamin D. It's fantastic. If you're not getting the sunshine from being outside walking. Even if you are getting a little bit of sunshine, you might want to supplement with a little bit of vitamin D, especially during the winter months if you live in the northern hemisphere right now, because it's kind of difficult to get the amount of vitamin D that you would need. So on the note of fresh air, of course, fresh air is so helpful. It lifts our mood, it freshens things up. So all the stagnant air that's been cooped up in your house, right, you want to let it out. So open the windows, even if it's cold, just to get some fresh airflow. And then of course, if you can get outside for a little pick-me-up walk or just like a little stroll, that will really help to balance out all the indoor activities that are happening during this time of year, especially this year. My next tip is to do things as slowly and mindfully as possible. I'm gonna start talking slowly here. So eating, your interactions, right? Wrapping the gifts. Try to savor everything and every moment, from the pumpkin pie to the catch-up conversation that you're having with your sister. Be present and take your time. Be there, be here now. We stress when we hurry and rush. And when we hurry and rush, we feel stressed. So we have some control over our rushing and hurrying. So if you can slow things down, your stress should subside a little bit as well. My next tip is meditation. Of course. So while we're on the topic of stress, right, there's no other activity that's more helpful, in my opinion, than meditation. So especially during this time of year, meditation is crucial. Do whatever you can do to fit it in, to squeeze it in, to get it into your routine. I highly recommend you do it in the morning because I feel like that is going to prime you for your day and what is thrown at you during this crazy season and wonderful season. But you know, sometimes crazy. If you'd like some help with meditation, and I realize it can be an overwhelming topic, there are the 3 meditations on the Veggie Magnifique 10 Days to a Powerful Morning Ritual multimedia product that is flash sailing. That is on flash sale right now before it is gone forever. So if you'd like some guided meditations, there is that. Otherwise, there are a lot of guided meditations on YouTube. And then of course there are apps that can help you with meditation. But the truth is you don't have to do that. You don't have to do a guided meditation. You don't have to, follow anybody else's meditational style. You literally can sit down for 5 minutes, slow down the breath, close your eyes, quiet the mind, and feel infinitely better. I highly, highly recommend these moments of quiet and personal mindfulness and personal connection before the day starts. So this time of year can throw off our routines, which I think results in us feeling just discombobulated. My next tip is the power of portions. Remember the law of diminishing returns, right? The first bite is the best, the second bite is less best, and so on and so forth. Try things and enjoy, but less is more. This way, you're not depriving yourself, you're enjoying, you're trying, but you're just not overdoing it. My next tip is to eat healthy breakfasts. Try not to do the starve yourself until the moment of pigging out thing. If you know you're going to have a big holiday meal like midday or mid-afternoon or God forbid in the evening and you don't eat breakfast, when it comes time for that big meal, it's not going to be a big meal, it's going to be a massive, gigantic meal because you're going to be famished, right? So carve out some time to have a healthy breakfast because chances are later on it might not be as healthy. So you can always count on your anchoring, delicious, healthy breakfast to get the day started to help you avoid stuffing yourself or overeating later because you are so ravenous. And on this note, my next tip is to pile on the veggies. So during my nutrition studies, we learned about the crowding out method. So the idea is that you crowd out the foods that are less good for you by adding in all the really good foods for you. So the high fiber-rich veggies, pack them on, and always ask yourself, look at your plate, right? And say, hey, does my plate have enough veggie going on, right? And if it's breakfast, you can ask yourself the same thing. Does my plate or bowl have enough fiber-rich fruits, right? After all, you can't have the Magnifique without the veggie. My next tip is to journal. You might have some complicated emotions that come up over the holidays, or just always. Most of us do. We're human. It's part of the human condition. Complicated emotions, but especially ferocious during the holidays for some of us. And the best way I have found to deal with this, to analyze, mull it over, vent, get it out, is to write, is to journal. So you can write to yourself, you can ask yourself questions, you can document, you can get it out, you can dish, just vent onto the paper, right? Of course, I'm partial to the pen to paper method. I find that that is the most effective. However, you can do typing. I'm sure it's almost just as good as pen to paper. Just do what you have to do to get it out and to help the smorgasbord of emotions that we all have this year. When you do some sort of written form of purging, the truth is you feel a lot happier and grounded. And if you'd like to learn more about the beneficial nature of journaling, I made a whole video about it, so I will link it and you can check that out. My last tip is to hydrate. So this is somewhat banal. I would be remiss if I didn't bring it up, honestly. Even though everyone else is telling you to hydrate, I too am going to tell you to hydrate. Sorry, I'm sorry, you just have to hydrate. We have to drink a lot of water to help our body to rinse and detox. So my tip for you is, it's not all about just like hydrating throughout the whole day. It's about largely hydrating in the morning and the afternoon and less hydrating in the evening, because sometimes if we drink too much water at night, it can interrupt our sleep and mess with our, our bladder, right? So I highly recommend getting a lot of water in the first part of the day. And that will help your organs and keep everything happy. keep everything moving, if you know what I mean. And on this note, I would also recommend that you come up with some creative mocktails to try. This is certainly going to help with any sort of weight maintenance goals that you have, because with 7K calories per gram, I mean, you do the math, you know? For me, I love mixing seltzer water with some kombucha or with like some unsweetened cranberry juice. It's so delightful and bubbly. Really just has, you know, a similar vibe. It's posh. It's holiday-esque. I mean, maybe it's just me, but definitely try it. And of course, if you have other ideas, you might not like kombucha, it's fine. Definitely leave them in the comments below because it would be so helpful to know some delightful drinks that don't have alcohol in them so that, you know, we can strive to be on the healthier side. So there you have it. Those are my top tips for staying healthier this season. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and of course a comment down below. It would totally make my day, and it would also make YouTube think that my video is worth watching. So any sort of engagement that you leave down below, you know, comments or liking, YouTube's like, oh, okay, this is an interesting video. And then of course it will show it to other people. So it super helps my channel when you guys leave a comment and engage with my content, in addition to it just, you know, warming my heart and just brightening my day. So thank you guys so much for supporting my channel, and it just delights me to hear like who's out there watching my content, because sometimes I kind of feel like the Pink Floyd song, you know, like, hello, is anybody out there? Okay, I think it's in there, but you know what I mean. So on that Pink Floyd note, I wish you an absolutely amazing festive season. Thank you again for watching my channel. I am so grateful that you're here, and I will look forward to seeing you next week in another video. Okay guys, take care. Bye.